Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Roland from Phantom Lords Paintball. Today, I'm actually going to talk a little bit about my favorite mask, which is the Proto Axis Pro. And kind of the reason I'm doing it is just because I feel like it's a really underrated mask. I started off with a flex, which was great. I think like a lot of people, I just kind of wasn't into the relative difficulty of switching the lens, but the flex is an awesome mask. Spectra 8 actually is what I really started with. Tried a couple of different masks. For me, everybody loves the i4s. I always see threads on forums and questions on videos and everything, like, what's the best mask? i4s pop up more often than not. Some people are cool with the, kind of smallish sizing in terms of the actual coverage of the face and the chin and the jawline and everything. I have to admit I was kind of disappointed. Like I at one point had a pair of i4s. They're really light. The visibility in them is great. They, for what it's worth, an amazing looking mask. Which, the mask is kind of the most important part of your whole paintball gear bag. So if you can get something that works well, doesn't fog, and on top of that, you enjoy the way that it looks, that's a big plus. But just for me, they just didn't work. A little too tight, and overall, I just kind of wanted a bit more coverage. So I had actually purchased a Proto Axis Pro previously, which I had no problems with, but I just kind of wanted to try the i4. After that, I bought a pair of E-Flexes. Those, for me, I didn't really like the... I actually got a bit more fogging, which the Axis Pro I've never had fogging issues in. And aside from that, in terms of the visibility and I guess the overall range of view just wasn't as good. A lot of people will comment about the black line, which is basically where the foam for the thermal lens is on the E-Flex. And for a while, I thought that was a bit of an overstatement when people were complaining about it, and I slowly kind of realized that it really wasn't, and that is an issue for some people. So anyway, I'm just going to talk about the Axis Pro because I think it's an amazing mask. I recommend it anytime I hear anybody asking about a mask. One of the great features of it is that I really think the lens removal and cleaning and replacement is the best I've used. And this is a mask that I'm just going to show you right here. This is mine. I painted the lowers. They come in all black, where the frame is black too, and they also come in black lowers with this camo frame. I don't really know off the top of my head. There's a couple of different frame options I believe that you can get if you're just going to buy an extra frame after you get the mask, but I'm pretty sure that this mask only comes in either the black with black or the black with camo if you're buying the whole mask. At this point, you can find, I found these as low as like 69 bucks off of eBay. I think the average is about $75. So you're looking at, $25 to $50, $60 less than a lot of the other masks like the E-Flexes and the i4s, the Profits even, which personally I've had nothing. I had a pair of Profits at one point and I had nothing but fogging with those masks. But I do know people who love them. So that's another point too, is that take this with a grain of salt. Masks are a very personal choice within paintball gear. I mean, I guess, technically everything is, but masks, I mean, it comes down to how you breathe, the shape of your face, a lot of personal preference. So, you might have a friend who says, hey man, this mask works perfect for me, and you might put it on and it might fog and it might be uncomfortable. So you're going to want to, if you are looking for a mask, and you do have friends who have a couple different ones, I definitely recommend trying as many as you can. Might be worth something that's going to a shop if you can, even though, at this point, a lot of people get stuff online, like I get stuff online. I don't have a shop that's incredibly close to me, but in terms of a mask, this is really something that's important to make sure you get something that fits your face well. Anyway, with this particular mask, the breathability is very good. They also, one thing that's cool is these kind of like neoprene foam sides, you can actually move them up and down. There's a couple of screws here behind the mask. So let's see if I can actually show that. It's a little hard to see, but basically here and here. And you can adjust this. So this is actually kind of in its most upper position, and you can move these down if you want a little bit more neck coverage. But the lens removal, I like it because there's no pieces to lose. The eFlex had a couple pieces that were put in that really only had their only purpose was that they kept the whole removal assembly from rotating in the first place. So you had these very, very small tabs. Those, I know a lot of people don't use them. I didn't use them, but those could easily be lost. Then you actually have the main assembly for removing, and you take out pieces that are similar to this, generally similar to this, but you actually completely remove them. So you with the eFlex, you're dealing with a couple of pieces that, you're coming off the field and you're in the pits or whatever, you're changing your mask on a table full of parts and various stuff. Basically, to me, the fewer totally removable parts that you have on your gear, as far as at least the mask, is going to be the better because it's less stuff to lose. With these, it's a simple, you twist these up, just like so. Do that on both sides. Just twist that up. And then these pieces just come right out. But they stay on the strap. So that's it. One side, the other side. And the key feature that I really love about this mask is that you can do all your lens changing and cleaning without ever touching this viewable portion of the lens. So the lenses are in the frame right now. So you take out the lens in the frame. Very easy. Now what you have is it fits in here, but they have this plastic tab at the top that actually fits into a grooved portion of the frame. So when you remove the lens, you're just holding it by this little plastic tab here. That has nothing to do with what you're looking through. So you can take this out, clean it, do everything. Then when it's time to put it back in, here's the back of the frame. You're going to put this little tab into this piece right here. So you can do all of this without ever touching the part of the lens that you just cleaned, which is great because it sucks to clean up a lens and then basically have to grab the lens just to put it back into the mask. So you have this back here, and just throw that back in. Very, very, very easy. All your parts are still here attached to the strap where they were initially. And just once again, put these back in there. Bam. Twist it down. Bam. Do that on the other side, and you're done. So that is why I really love this mask. It's, you know, is it the greatest foam in the world? No. Is it decent? Yeah. Visibility is good. Breathability is good. You have the adjustability of the lower portions for those who want more or less coverage. And you have, in my mind, kind of the easiest, the simplest, really well thought out lens change system. So as far as lenses, you know, there's not a ton of lenses. This uses the same lenses replacement-wise as the pretty much all the Proto masks. The switch. Actually, the lenses are labeled as switch lenses, but they have, you know, this is going to come with clear. They have smoke or the darker tint. They have the yellow, which is what I have in here. I believe they have one mirrored lens and one slightly less tinted lens. So they have the lightly tinted and darkly tinted as far as the smoke stuff. Lenses are about 25. Pretty standard. But yeah, I mean, basically, I really want to, if you're looking for a mask and you want something that's nice, you don't want to spend $100, and you're looking for something with really easy lens change and with some options, this is definitely a great way to go. The Proto Axis Pro, highly recommended. Definitely underrated. All right, well, that's it for today. Hopefully that helps. Any questions, comments, just leave them below. Thanks a lot for watching.